entering the temple of Anubis, ready for battle. Ready for battle. Hello. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Be right back. ¿Qué tal?
I've been muted this entire time, have I not? Okay, let's start over. First, I don't want you to come out this way as Sombra, because by coming out this way, if they have like a Hanzo or someone scouting, they can just see that you have a Sombra. Yeah, I'm explaining now, it should be okay now. Secondly, you want to play as little as unpredictably as possible. So something I'd like to do is just throw your Translocator this way, but then just go this way. Right? Or you can actually go through the Translocator if you see that there's no one chasing or spy checking on this location. But the reason I usually throw my Translocator here and then go this way is invisible. It's because throwing my Translocator here means that for a moment they will all be like, oh, there's a Sombra coming this way. And at least one or two of them will be like, shoot this so that we can see her. So that you draw their attention away and then you can get through. But yeah, I like this. Like I said, your Translocator, I don't like it all the way back here. It's too defensive. But you broke it. And now you're throwing it behind them. This is a really good one. I think you're going to try to hack this and then go for the damage, which is fine. You really want to build your EMP as fast as possible. Hacking Zarya is bad. So let's go over something I've explained recently. I would like you, if you're going to play Sombra, I would like you to think about, like we are at 343, you can already press tab and see what composition they have. I would like you to think about which targets are good and which targets are bad to hack. Going one by one. Doom is really good, right? If you hack him, he cannot do anything. His cooldowns are his entire lifeline. You just hack him and you kill him and you win, always. Sigma, good to hack. Sigma is also very reliant on his cooldowns. If you hack the Sigma, he doesn't have shield, he doesn't have a sack, he doesn't have rock. He's really, really vulnerable when you hack him, so you can just shoot at him for free, and your team can just get a free pick. But this is a good one to hack, but this one you got to coordinate with your team, because if you just hack him at the start of the fight, well, yeah, he's not gonna be able to use shift or emo for a little bit, but he can still chase you out, he can still take the 1v1 against you. So BAP is good to hack, but you have to know that you have to hack him when your team is going in, so that you prevent him from using emo, you prevent him from using shift, he can only heal and do damage. Lucio, if you hack him, it's a free kill for you. You just hack him when he's riding a wall, he drops, you shoot him, he dies. Then Zarya and McCree are bad, because they are not cooldown reliant. Zarya gets 2 bubbles every 10 seconds, basically, every 8 and 10 seconds. So if you hack her, she doesn't care. She's already even used one of her bubbles, if not both. So chances are it's very little impact. And McCree, of course, you prevent them from using the stand on the roll, but again, McCree gets most of his value from his left click. So it's not as good. So I want you to, before every fight, it doesn't have to be before every fight, like, if you do it before one fight and they don't change their team comp, you don't have to do it again, of course. But I want you to keep in mind which characters are good to hack and which characters are bad to hack. And in this case, hacking Zarya is probably not the right call. I know you're doing it to try to get ult charge, but you don't have to hack the Zarya for it. In fact, if you shoot the Zarya and get the bubble out, it's probably more value.
I'm out of here.
You transrogate out before McCree stuns you. I'm fine with this, but remember, you should always put your translocator down again, just in case. In this case, you can just throw it here. It takes you less than half a second. Instead of just shooting right away, you do translocate, then you're back in it.
I might need this later.
You translocate to the high ground, you go in this. I like this, and your team is pushing. Good job. You see the Zarya low, so you go for her. She bubbles. You don't even bother with shooting her bubble because you can't break it on your own. I would use this time. You got 2 seconds. Just reload. Reload. Throw your translocator back up. Because now that I want to exemplify this. Now the Zarya's bubble is finally gone, but you have to reload because you wasted your shot shooting at the Zarya bubble. And your team loses the fight.
Feeling much better. Translocating.
I'm okay with this. This is a much more aggro position than the first one you took, so I like it. You go Invis, put your translocator down. Put your translocator down. Like, even throwing it here is fine. It's hard to spot if you throw it here, even if people are here. That bub was looking for you. He knew. Don't. Okay, that's fine. I like this. You do wait until he drops, and you have your translocator out. So I like it. It's not a pick, but it almost is. Now you just invis and go away. I like it. Your Sombra play is really good. I can tell you are very practiced on Sombra. The biggest mistake I think you are doing right now is your hack priority. Because thus far you do like what, McCree Zarya? This is too far away for your range. You should be a couple meters closer. So in this situation, don't shoot the Bab, shoot the Sigma maybe. Like at this range, Bab actually can kill you faster than you can kill him. And he doesn't even have to be a good Bab. Like any Bab will kill you before you kill him. I can tell your movement is practiced there.
Much better.
Put your translocator down before going in. Amazing hack. Oh, it didn't go through. Why didn't it go through? Did you stop? I think you just stopped. Did it get blocked by the Zarya bubble? Let's check. I want to see why it doesn't go through. That was an amazing attempt though. You throw your translocator. You go for the hack on the Sigma, which is the right call. Why are you jumping forward here? I don't know. It's fine though. I think you want to make sure he's in range. Yeah, the Zarya bubble blocks it. She wasn't even attempting to block it. It was just very unfortunate. You just dodge behind him. It's fine. Again, you don't want to play at this range against McCree. Sombra's range right now is actually shorter than the Tracer's. Sombra's range is 10 meters and Tracer's is 13. So even Tracer has the range advantage against you. Good hack on the Sigma. I think this is your first hack on a high priority target. You can just kill him. You are still playing too close. I usually say this with... which time are we in? 2:34. I usually say this very often for Tracer players. But playing very close is detrimental. It's a lot easier to track someone if they're just slightly further away.
Everything can be hacked.
So let's just go over here.
Hey there.
So if you are shooting at someone from this range, tracking is pretty easy. Well, he stopped moving. Well, let's wait for this guy to stop moving. To follow the head, all you have to do is move your cursor, your mouse a little bit. Like, do this movement, right? This movement is enough to follow the head. If you are very close, you've got to do a lot more movement. Like, the movement you've got to do is like this to follow the head. It becomes a lot harder to aim. It is actually a lot easier to aim if you just play a little bit further away. I'll explain it better like I usually do with Tracer. If you're here and take one step to the right, well, they take one step to the right, right? So let's say that they move here. To aim from here to here, you've got to make a decent movement, mouse movement, right? If you're further back, at like the 10-meter range, it's a very short range movement. See you in the next year, guys. Yeah, Happy New Year's. You too. The mouse movement is much smaller. It's like less than half. So you can actually chase a lot easier. If you are here instead, then either you have to move and you have to aim because you're usually ADing as well. So you got to correct your mouse a lot more and it becomes a lot harder. Whereas if you're here, correcting your mouse is a lot easier because the movements you need to correct are a lot smaller because you're further away. And kill everyone. Okay, let's go back to the game itself. 2:34, I think it was.
Now entering the territory of Anubis.
Wait, what was that? I did not know this was a thing. I'll be honest. So apparently pressing B just brings this up. Which I had actually no idea about.
30 seconds.
Hacking the Sigma's good. Like again, I'm gonna move away from you. You move forward. Look how easy it is to shoot him from where I am. Blah 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 blah. He's just dead. Instead, you got to go back and forth, and you keep shooting him. And because you are so close, it's difficult to aim for the head. And you end up melee killing him even. One fight though, I think. Yeah, just hack him. He was even charging the punch and he was like, wait, I should not be doing this. It's fine though. Good hack. Good attempt at the hack at least. You didn't get the hack, but it's fine. Just hold the right click. I like this. You're chasing him. He doesn't know you're coming. That's annoying. Oh, don't die to it though. He could have killed you there. He does kill you there. So you are annoying, but you get your desserts for it. You get your just desserts for it. You should have just gone like here. From here, you can hack him. If he tries to punch, you just sidestep to the wall, and you keep the hack on. You can just hack him and kill him. Yeah, you got the cap though, so it's fine.
Be right back. Hey there.
We got the MP, so we just take a flank, choose your flank, and shoot at them. Or alternatively, you play behind your tanks, you show the translocator above them. You don't Invis, because Invis makes you even... It makes you take even longer when you come out of the translocate to EMP. So you are going for it, I think. Like, this is a telltale sign for me that you are going for it. But you should de-stealth before going in. Okay, you de-stealth before going in. I like it. You EMP, you hit both of the tanks. It's fine, it's not ideal. Because we don't hit the Lucio, but Lucio usually hides. Where's Lucio? Yeah, look at this. He's just hiding. He knows you have EMP, so he's hiding. He's gonna beat. It's fine. It happens. We get a big shatter out of it. EMP shatter is really good. I don't know if you coordinated it. EMP shatter is probably the best ult combo in the game. Good hack on the Lucio. I think, yeah, you did hack Lucio.
Anyone want to join?
No reason for you to go away here. You have full health and we use Co. I know you got punished, but we have Co. Like, you even go for the Mega, you don't realize that you have full health. You kill the McCree, which is pretty good. We grab. Hack the Lucio. You are doing nothing right now. Just participate in the fight. Just kill him. He's got 1 HP. You don't have to hack him to kill him. And it would be great for you to have your hack now and hack the Doomfist. You still kill him though. And you'll be alright. Yep. You kill him, you don't kill him, he gets trouble. So we don't win right away. This should have been a fight one. I think it isn't your fault, but if you hadn't stood here for around 4 seconds, 5 seconds, without doing anything, you could have helped your team clean up faster. Especially when they got reinforcements coming, if you hack them, they are just fucked. The this fight is lost. You just die and get out. And it's easier to die because your translocator are destroyed. So yeah, you just die and try to charge EMP again. EMP Blossom is really good, but I don't think you can build it in time. He's just gonna use it next fight.
Intentemos otra vez.
Meteor strike.
Be right back. I'm out of
You just regroup. Miss the translocator, it's fine.
looking for me.
You're chasing the Doomfist, which is fine. He just dies. Need to hack this area again. Like, look at that team comp, right? Monkey is also probably not a good target to hack, because if the monkey is in range, he's probably already asleep and he's probably gonna drop bubble before you finish hacking him. So monkey is not a good target to hack, unless he's primaling. If he's primaling, you just hack him and get 3 shots. The situation where you do hack monkey is if he walks up to you. So if he has sleep because he didn't use it to engage, then you hack him, you prevent him from going away. And that's a really good one. You try to hack, it's fine. But I don't know why you keep insisting on taking this high ground. You could be getting the same value just playing here. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this high ground. And usually I advocate for high ground positions. But the time you're spending going out here, the 1.5 seconds you're spending getting up here, could be spent better if you were just shooting. Monkey jumps you, and you don't have your translocator because you used it already. So I'm not telling you to not throw the translocator, I'm telling you to don't use it right away. You EMP the monkey alone, I'm okay with it. Again with the high ground. So, we are playing Sombra Reaper, which is the brawl comp nowadays. You don't have to play the high ground. You can play. I usually say, play with the high ground, play with the high ground. You don't actually have to do it all that much. You can play behind your tanks and still get a ton of value with Sombra. Kinda like you're playing a better Soldier 76. Less damage, but you can flank if you want to, you get a free exit. And when your team engages, you just hack someone and they die. I don't like this. Wait, first you got Invis. I don't know why you went out of Invis. Let them get out. Also, is your translocator like right here? This is a dangerous translocator. I thought it was here. I may just where is it? Hold on. Oh, is it all the way back here? Is that why I'm not seeing it? I have no idea. I'm just gonna check where you put it.
Beacon in place.
Yeah, it's all the way back there. I just didn't see it apparently. So why do you break Invis here?
Been here all along.
I don't know why you break Invis here. What you do, I don't dislike this. You go for an early ult charge, which I'm fine with, but you got to wait until the team is on the stairs. You wait until their team is going to stairs, then you are here, you test Invis, you unstealth rather. You just go, you get as much ult charge as you can, then you translocate out. Instead, you shoot very early, which means that all they have to do is just look at you, and you don't get as much value. Why are you shooting here? You are not gonna get your entire clip out before they turn on you. You get 15%, 16%. You could have gotten a lot more. You could have reloaded and kept shooting. Imagine. Let's go back just a little bit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
See how fast they just turn and go with you? Imagine going in about now. They are looking behind, but that's because they knew you were there. Imagine if they were looking forward. You just go like, well, I'm gonna choose one. I'm gonna choose Baptiste, right? I use my entire clip. Then they turn around, I can reload and start shooting again and then get out. So you get one clip for free because they don't know that you're here. Whereas otherwise you just start the shooting and let them know, I'm here, by the way. Don't do that as well. You don't get very close to Symmetra, the turrets are a big annoyance to you. I like this high ground position there. Like, you cannot be bothered and you can probably help your team. Stop trying to hack someone who's too far away. Also, again, hacking Symmetra, that's nothing for you. Let's go over it. Good, 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 bad, bad. That's a good one. But you don't have bullets. Good kill. Your tracking is also decent. No reason to hack Zarya. She also just used self bubble. So double that match, no reason to hack Zarya. Yeah, I think right now your biggest problem is first, why are you showing yourself here? Your biggest problem in theory is definitely hack priority. You keep hacking people that don't need hacking. And the second one is you are kind of rebuilding yourself too early. Because you don't have to rebuild yourself now. You will get more value if you rebuild yourself a little bit later, when they are starting to push, because then they have to make a decision, right? Timing is of the essence when you're playing Sombra. If you engage before their enemy team is going forward, they can just turn around and kill you because your team cannot help you. If you wait until they're going forward, then you can go at them from behind, and your team is going at them from the front. So they got to make a decision. Do I look back and try to deal with the Sombra? Do I look forward? And what happens is that usually a few people will look back and they will get rolled by the team. And if no one looks back, just become the biggest annoyance ever. Instead, you are going too early and all of them can just focus you down. And now your team is one down for about 5 seconds until you get back. That Sigma is just extremely unawares. That's unfortunate. Transogate across, I would say. I know it's a Reaper, but I can only tell because I'm looking at it through not your eyes, but the spectator. That's fine. Just let him go. Let him go. Don't worry about him. Yep, that's the right call. Come back to the... Miss the high ground, it's fine. You should have come back to the high ground ideally, but it's okay. You don't want to be this close, honestly. But if it would have been fine if you made it to the high ground, but you didn't make it to the high ground. This is definitely a lost fight. Please don't invest your MP. Yeah, you're sticking up for the second one. I don't like that. Again, the way you get the most value with Sombra is by going behind when their enemy team is pushing. Because then they've got to worry about your team in front and you behind. And I'm okay with you going for like cheeky flanks to try to get some ult charge before the fight even happens. But right now, the fight, you already have your ult. So the reason you're going here is probably to EMP when they drop. I'm okay with it. The problem is that they got Reaper and Lucio who can climb up here. But it should be fine as long as you stay invisible. Also, you're not invisible. Oh yeah, you are. It just doesn't not show up. It does, I guess. Weird. You're just waiting to drop for EMP. It's fine so long as you let your team know that you're waiting to drop for EMP. EMP is one of those ults that you really have to corner with your team because yeah, if you can get all 6 of them, but if your team is not pushing, you're not gonna kill anyone. You realize that they're gonna TP somewhere, so you just drop in front of them? I don't know if the game is lying to me. No, you did break Invis. Are you just gonna EMP here even though there's a pillar blocking your way? I think you just fucked up there. I think you didn't mean to drop. I do like this. You are interrupting the... You interrupt this, so it's really good. You don't interrupt this, but I'm okay with it. Rank gets a big shatter because EMP shatter again. Don't worry about the turrets, just kill people. This high ground is better on defense than it's on offense, because you don't have to worry about cleaning the point as fast as possible. Playing slow is actually better for you, because your response are like pretty close. Symmetra doesn't need hacking. Like, think about it, what value do you get out of hacking Symmetra? She doesn't get her turrets for another 3 seconds? It's not big value. Double grab. You go back up, I like it. Breaking the TP is not great. I get the idea that they don't get to come back as fast, but you got to contest the point. They can just put a new TP if they have to. Yeah, you should have contested the point.
Complete.
Okay, that was a very short round.
Ready for battle.
Do you go Bastion? Do you actually go Bastion? No.
Everything can be hacked. And everyone. I might need this later.
You are doing the exact same rotation? Yeah, no, I'm not against it.
Here all along.
The problem with throwing your Translocator down that early is that basically you have to break it to put it back up.
See you later.
He knows you're there. Because you did it while not in Nimbus, they basically know the rotation you made. Also, it's the same one you made last time. Like I said at the beginning, you've got to play unpredictably. If you play predictably, they will know what you're doing.
Be right back. Taking the objective.
I like this.
Help would be appreciated.
Your team is starting to push and you point pressure on them. So you can get one take, or they have to rotate towards you. At least 2 of them will probably go to point. If they even realize. Yep, they finally realized. And look at this. 1, 2 people coming for you. So right now, the thing is, you made this ideally. I know your message just died. That's not on you. You're basically making this 1v2. But here, it's a 4v5. So your team has the advantage here, and they should win. Whereas you don't have to win. You just have to survive for as long as possible. And then you get out with the Translocator and you are not dead. Then they got to come back here. So you're basically taking the time that they got to make this rotation. The time you are on point, then the time they got to make this rotation again. Away from them.
I'm out of here.
That's why I like this dude. I don't think you went out too early. Because you still had 180 HP left.
I'm securing the objective.
At this point, I would say don't do it. You already lost 3 people. Your team is not ready to go in. Like, the idea on the first one was good because your team was pushing forward. Right now, even if you take the attention away, like if 2 people come to contest you, then they still got 3v2 here. It's not worth it. You're just giving them, like, ulcers and stuff.
Mucho mejor.
Put your Translocator down again.
I might need this later.
I don't like that one. That one's too far away. Just put it here. Here is fine. Even here is okay. Like if you put it here, it's kind of hidden. But honestly, that's just too far away. You need to have it. Like even this is fine because it's close to the fight. But they know they're coming this way. So like I said, you don't want to be predictable. So I'm more than fine with you doing that. But honestly, I'll just put it like inside. If someone wants to come all the way to check here, then your team is on an advantage for a few moments.
60 seconds.
Why are you taking the fight? Like your team is not. I cannot keep telling you this. Your timing is the problem here. The first one was target priority, hacking priority, but you may just have gotten the timing right by a lag because you guys did win it with one long fight anyway. Right now, your timing is pretty bad. Also, you didn't try to do this on the first one. You were just went for the backline. Your timing is really bad. Like, yeah, they got 3 people who can shoot you, but your team is nowhere ready to push.
See you later.
You are forced to go out. there is no reason you should be this close to Doomfist. He can do a lot of damage close range with his left click, even if he is hacked. So you should be extra careful getting that close to Doomfist. Again, being literally melee range also doesn't help your tracking, makes it worse.
Beacon in place. Translocating.
Overall, I think you got a decent flow with Sombra. It's just you are not coordinating with your team, it seems like, in the slide. You got a good sense of go in, get out, go in, get out. You are just doing it at the wrong time. You are basically getting value when it's meaningless, instead of getting value that your team can capitalize on.
Here I am.
Don't hack in front of someone. Don't hack in front of someone. You just get melted and your team is not even ready to go in. Like, yeah, the McCree is overextending, but Divas respawning, Gunners respawning, you are at spawn. What are you doing? Right now, I don't think, like, I think if you win this fight, it's probably because your team just clutches. Or you lose this fight and you come back on the next one. Oh, you went Tracer. To come back faster, that makes sense. You blink past this, you focus the Batiste, that's good. You're playing, I'm not gonna go to that into Tracer because you asked for Sombra. You're playing too close with Tracer as well, though. They have similar playstyles. Go in, get value, get out. You tried to go for the McCree, but he's bubbled. Again, you're playing so close that your tracking becomes more difficult. You get grabbed. Do you guys just lose this? You probably lose this, huh? Oh, right, they've got to attack and get the third. I was like, how do we have time left? They've got to attack as well. Doomfist now, huh? Are you doing a rollout? Looks like you're doing a rollout. You didn't shoot when you landed. You usually went to land, shoot, uppercut, shoot. You just landed immediately into uppercut and shot. Then you punch to get out. It's fine. Like, you got the flow of Doomfist very well. You go in with a cooldown, you use the uppercut and get out with the other one. You can also punch in, uppercut and get out with the E. Both are fine, depending on the situation. Your Doomfist is actually pretty good. They almost got the cap of the backline cap there, which is fucking hilarious. You're looking for the ball. You're never gonna kill it? Wow, that's a great hook from your Protog. Yeah, that's a good kill. Now we prepare for the next fight. That's a weird one. Were you just trying to make a rollout and failed? Like, I know you can do this, so. You didn't get the rollout there. Okay, that's fine. This is a problem. You are going in and you have no cooldowns. You basically punch, then uppercut, and now eat, and now you got no cooldowns to get out. So if they got like any sense at all, they just turn around and kill you. Yeah, you just die. Got spam camped by a Doom yesterday, lol. That happens if you're playing support and you are not with your team, and your team is not pinning for you. Doomfist can just go insane and use every cooldown to try to kill you. And it will, because you are not with your team, right? Like, your team is probably not waiting for you, you're not regrouping. Okay, I guess you try to get as close as possible and ult the point, yeah. I'm okay with it. Again, I'm not gonna chat, this is not good because the fight was basically already won. But I'm not gonna charge anyone for pressing Q when it's last fight. And if you don't win, this is last fight. You don't want to lose and have your ult available. I'm okay with this. If you jump after you punch, you will get more distance. You're not doing that. You go for the Widow. I'm okay with this because, yes, you have used every cooldown in your tool to get to this position, but there's no threat here. Like, again, the way you usually do it is you engage with a cooldown, you uppercut and you get out because you're engaging basically onto the enemy team. But here, you're basically safe. Like, what are they gonna do? McCree can shoot you, but it's gonna be very difficult to kill you. Now, chasing would be a bad call until you got your cooldowns back. You can chase, you can just get out. I like it. Getting out is the right idea. I don't think you know your rollout. You should learn your rollout. Because there are rollouts with Doomfist that you can just, instead of having to use all 3 cooldowns, you can get here with, I believe, which is 2. If you do, I believe it's a punch, up, and then the E. I think you can do it with just with 2, and then you got the uppercut if you need it. Great kill on Lucio, great kill on Zarya. Good rotations cooldowns as well. And you ult here because you have to ult here. You die otherwise. Yeah, you go to the Mega. No, go to the Mega! You got... Hold on. You've got... Your usual HP is 250, right? You got 348 right now. That means you got 98 shields. Right now, you have 109 HP, of which 98 is shields. You got 11 HP. I don't think I can make this any clearer. Go for the Mega. Why are you going for the Widow? Get away, get the Mega, then you can re-engage with your cooldowns. Your ult is not that good. Like, the reason Doom's ultimate is really high value is because it lets you use every ultimate, every cooldown you got when engaging. But each of these is actually better than your ult individually. Unless you got a Space Jump. But each of these probably can get you more value than this ult individually. So what I'm telling you is, if you go get the Mega, then you can re-engage with your cooldowns and get more value. Just by using your cooldowns. Instead, you basically got to get out with 11 HP and a Dream. And you die, right? Because you go too aggro. Your ult is basically a get out of jail free card. You just use it, go to the Mega, go back to your team, get healed, and you can re-engage. What it allows you to do is to use every cooldown you got to try to secure a pick, and then get out. But it's usually not as good when you're using it offensively, because, well, it's just not... It's very easy to dodge. At the very beginning it was really good, because it had like a very big area of effect, but then they nerfed it, so it's not an instant kill against the Nyata and Dana. Like this, rotations will come back faster. I don't think you can get there in time, but you can. Nice, it might actually be winnable. Your Mercy actually may catch this by resting the monkey. You go for the E, again you just have to use everything you got. There is no thought of getting out safe and re-engaging because it's 2% until they win. You uppercut, you should have used... uppercut is decent, but it's always better after another cooldown. You E, you shoot someone, you uppercut, you shoot someone. Instead, you just uppercut and shot, it's less than half of the value. Good punch, good E, and also again, you're probably desperate, so I'm not gonna brag on you too much about it. I'm surprised you guys held this, but your Mercy getting that rest in the monkey was just really good. Again, 2 things. First, you are trying to use every cooldown again to get to the Mercy, to the Widow, which is really bad. Secondly, you are literally just standing in front of her for a moment. The reason people tell you to do it like this is because the movement is really fast. You don't want to uppercut in front of a Widow, because she's basically a free shot. I would, if you lose this, I think you just threw the game. I think you just threw the game. Yeah, I think you threw the game. Your monkey may be able to contest. But yeah, everyone else is dead. You just died to the widow again, which is unfortunate. That was a good shot. You threw the game by going uppercut in front of the widow. There are rollouts you can practice that will get you here with 1 or 2 cooldowns. I think 2, I think it's punch and E, which avoids having to use the uppercut, which is the most predictable one out of all your movement rotations. Use game. That's very bright. Oh my god, let's get out of there. So, with Sombra, I think 2 things are, first, the targets. Just put like this. Target, or not even target, just hack. Priority. Just take 1 moment. It doesn't need too much. It can be while we rotate, because your rotations take a little bit of time anyway. So while we rotate, you can go like, okay, who do I have? If I can hack Ryan, it's really good, but Ryan is very difficult to hack. So I would be like, I don't need to hack Widow, so Widow is back to hack. Ball is really good to hack, you basically kill him. Bab is good to hack because we prevent him from using his ultimates, from his cooldowns. But on the other side, if he's already used Timo, then you don't have to hack him. Lucio is really good. Ryan, if you can, I'm actually gonna put Ryan here, because if you can hack him, it's really good. But it's not ideal to go for the Ryan because he just gets value. Like he doesn't get value. He's very difficult to hack because he just turns his shield around and blocks it, and usually his entire team is behind him. So you got to do magic to hack Ryan, and then you got McCree here because again McCree is just very difficult. If it were your team instead, like hold on. Tracer is really good, right? If you hack the Tracer, she's basically fucked. Doom the same. Diva the same. Mercy the same. Monkey, like I said earlier, if he's already used Leap, you don't have to. Because if you start hacking, he'll just drop his bubble and it's fine. If he doesn't have Leap, I mean, if he has Leap, like if he drops from the high ground, then you can hack him so he doesn't get triggered out. And then your team can kill him. So again, Monkey is probably in the middle. And Lucio is a yes. So in your team, you actually would want to have a Sombra. You can counter basically all of them. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Oh, and the Doomfist, practice your rotations a little bit more. That's what I'm going to tell you. Your floor is pretty solid, but I think your rotations did work. Other than that, I think that's probably going to be it for today. I'll do one poly on Saturday, definitely not tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.